There's a stranger in my skin and I try to be better. I'm used to the chaos, I like it like this. Sinking into my favorite abyss. And it's sad, but it's all that I have. Break the cycle, survival. I love when I break my own heart. Break the cycle, I'm a psycho. My sadness has become my art. Cause I love a good. Yeah, I love a good release. Love a good. Yeah, I love a good release. Take it back, you can have your adventure. Cause the voices in my head run a circus, but I am the freak that they stare at. I'm used to the chaos, I don't need your cure. I may be crazy, but I'm never bored. And it's sad, but it's all that I have. Break the cycle, survival. I love when I break my own heart. Break the cycle, I'm a psycho. My sadness has become my art. Cause I love a good. Yeah, I love a good release. Love a good. Yeah, I love a good release. Hold your tongue. It's so fun when you're the one coming undone. Every moment just another loaded gun. Cause all I need is someone who will keep the peace. Cause I love a good release.
When their eyes go to rolling behind their head, that's when I know they're leaving. Left hand on the belly to make sure they're still breathing deeply. I'm open, ready to receive them. See, I don't just snatch souls, I have them set goals and guide them into the astral plane to plant the seeds in. And it grows from there. God once said, orgasm feels like the Big Bang snapped her fingers and constellated. Combine that energy with affirmations, a campfire, moonlight, and crystals. The scene becomes ritual. See, we ain't fucking for nothing, but if you come, you gon' come from something. Be it pure thought, touch, impact, or penetration from the food you're tasting. And if you want to hear the rest of that, you gotta just follow us at the Dom Experience Podcast, NOLA, and see when I'm gonna be reciting the full version of that poem. But anyway, welcome back to the Dom Experience Podcast for the first time in 2023. I am Dominus.
I am Cinnamon Vixen. Burr, burr, burr. Welcome back. We are presented by R.A.R.E Media. Did you just say God said orgasm? And then just quoted? Did you just drop Easter eggs in there?
I did.
From a nymph divine?
I did.
I love you. Welcome back to season 2.
Season 2
of the Dom Experience Podcast presented by R.A.R.E Media. Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Happy New Year.
It's gonna be a good year. Oh my God.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy. Oh man, what a time to start.
I know.
We making Black history in the kink world.
Of course. Legacy builders.
Selling out kink shows in New Orleans and shit, back to back.
Smacking asses,
you know
back to back.
Always
to back,
lounge
to back.
need a business office. It's the bull need a business office. I'm just playing.
Anyway.
I do need a business office though.
A business office?
Yeah, we there so much.
I mean, yeah, we do. Okay. Before we go any deeper, you know what we gotta do.
What we gotta do?
As usual, we check in.
All right. I'm feeling better now. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh goodness.
I'm so happy to be here. I feel like I keyed. I should have worn my Coming to America shoes.
Actually, I missed one. It's Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History
Happy
Month.
Wedding Month.
Happy Wedding Month.
But we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
Child.
let's check in.
We out here.
How is your mind?
Oh man, how is my mind? My mind is filled with so much that I'm working on right now, and not in a like confused, unorganized way, but in such a flowing, balanced way. Like I feel like all of the years I've been an artist, I'm finally getting to the point where I'm finally in my rhythm.
Nice.
Yeah.
My mind is it's pretty good. Like the past 2 days were rest days, and so today my mind is getting back focused and productive. My mind is like serving as a good conduit for questioning things and growing past old patterns. But it's got to get past the old patterns first. So there's a lot of questions, a lot of conversations with my heart space, a lot of stuff.
Right.
Body is good. Body is tired. Body has been resting.
Excuse me.
Bless.
My body was ready to release.
Yesterday at Sensual Movement, we had like a small class, and we were all just like feeling relatively sluggish. And so what ended up happening was like this really slow, chill, deep stretch, like expansion rolling across the floor, like thing where like my body has just felt very like melty and gooey and great. Like all the spaces that haven't gotten stretched got stretched and moved and worked through. That's good. How your body be?
So my body, let's go. I'm gonna take y'all on a little journey since it's been a while.
Oh yeah.
So I had a busy weekend.
Tell them about it now.
I'm not gonna tell them exactly what happened just yet. But I'm just saying I had a busy weekend that caused some tension to my body. I'll explain why later. And then today, those of you who live in New Orleans, y'all be careful. If y'all don't know, the Magnolia and the Nightwall beefing, and I think it's important to say that. So a lot of these young people that's at war with each other, it's because of whatever neighborhood they from, and so I had to break up a fight today between like some people, so that was annoying.
So your body's in recovery from all the things.
Yeah, so my body's in recovery from that. I ain't physically injured, but you know when you exert a lot of energy and like use a lot of your strength, like anytime you work out, your body does get that muscle fatigue, and I'm definitely feeling some muscle fatigue. And I could use I could use something.
Nice.
I could use something.
I was just told in the comments that my body looks super cute.
I mean, it does.
Thank you.
You should have seen it this morning.
Oh, wait. Brief body breakdown. I've been like holding things under my tits all week. Like this little pocket right here every once in a while feels like thick enough to hold itself. And I've just been sticking things under there. And so this has been held under my titty. My notebook has been held under my titty. 2 bottles of like lavender room spray have both been held under both titties. Pencil held under the titties. Let's see if it's doing it today. Yep. The pencil is holding strong under the titty. So if you see me stick stuff under the shirt, it's because I'm trying to see what the titty holds. And if you want to see the things that my titty holds, come
follow her on
OnlyFans, because I will be posting it over the next couple of days. As a side note, like OnlyFans is like a tangential lover space for me at this point. Like originally it was like where I could be nude, but now it's like where I said like where it's like the intimate space.
Yeah.
Where like you get to see my body. Anyway, That was the body.
That was the body.
The pencil's still under there.
The pencil's gonna be there till you remove it.
Yep. So
you're not even attempting to hold it.
I'm not even attempting to hold it. Anyway, how's your heart?
Oh man, my heart is always on overflow these days. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like people gonna think I'm weird, crazy, or like I'm lying to them when I be like, I don't like for the most part. I'm just full of love, and I ain't got no kind of like real animosity or hate towards anything or anybody. Mm-hmm. And like, so when I'm approaching people, and like, I'ma just give them pure love. And if I got like any way I can help them in that moment, I'ma probably try to do that, even if I don't know them. But I got boundaries too, so I'm gonna be like, tell people no if they come up to me asking for stuff, because I ain't got nothing to give unless I'm offering it, if that makes sense. But yeah, my heart is full and overflowing and just in a good place. I'm proud of everything I'm doing for myself, and it's just giving me room to do for others.
Nice. My heart is, it's at this like weird little, we've been talking about this all year about me being like more mushy and more open heart space and like accepting and receiving all the love around me and stuff, and all that's cool and all. But this year I'm endeavoring to be like open. I'm very stoic. I've learned this year, because apparently I'm the only one who didn't know this. I thought I was a mush monster this whole time, but I'm only a mush monster with certain people and in certain places and spaces. And so I'm endeavoring to return to the core of myself, and identify and feel my feelings and be more open. And what that means is being very awkward and very embarrassed and very uncomfortable all of like the tail end of December to now, coming into February, of like telling people how I feel about them, like in my community, like giving all this heart space and trying things out, and it's weird. So I've been having lots of conversations with like old versions of myself in my heart and in my spirit, and trying to let younger me know that like she ain't got to do all of this no more. She could take a break, because we're not where we used to be, and we all safe now to be all loving and stuff. And that's weird, which leads into spirit. As usual, we are in a transitioning place, an elevation space, and my spirit is feeling all that. And I'm getting fussed at about work that I need to get done and research that needs to be done, that like 4 years ago I went looking for and couldn't find, but now apparently it's easy to find. So it is time for me to start doing some work. How's your spirit?
My spirit is proud of me. My spirit has been rewarding me. My spirit is telling me that that because of my actions and because of my patience, and you know how I was like last year, my spirit was like always like moving so fast ahead in time, and telling me what's to come, and like me being impatient in my body, but also patient at the same time. Like some of those things have now come to the light already, and it's just like what, February 1st?
Yep.
And so for all of those things to already like be here now and be there and be here then, is like, I don't know, it kind of like tells me like I do have a true connection to something greater than myself, and like all of these great things that's happening to me, to us, to the people we're connected to right now, is like a direct reflection of me being totally tapped into something greater than myself. And like I can really feel it, like I can hear it, I can see it, like almost in everything that I'm doing right now. I am not doing alone, and I know like if you know how people identify as they, them, and all of that. Sonny made me think about this. Like I'm really rolling with the peoples right now. Like there's a lot of people rolling with me right now. Definitely we is definitely us right now.
Yeah. It's like the season of living my wildest dreams.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
the dreams that I didn't dream.
Like,
And like realizing how much is actually possible. Like most of this month has been like, oh, I could do that.
right,
I could have that.
right.
Like I'm not this thing that I've contrived up in my head that is like not me right now, you know?
Right.
So it's wild times, wild, abundant, busy times. This is your opportunity to check in with us. I know we have a few people in the comments. We have a few people who are going to watch this later. Unfortunately, we can't stream on our behind the scenes because social media hates sexual liberation. And I'm going to say they're racist because it's Black History Month. What? IG doesn't like us right now.
You're
And I
right.
think part of it is because we're melanated. Anyway, so this is your opportunity to check in with us no matter where you are and when you're listening to this. How are you? How is your mind? How is your body? How is your heart? How is your spirit? Let us know because we're not just talking to the void. We're talking to community.
Right. And even if we are talking to the void, somebody is listening.
Say that again.
Even if we are talking to the void, somebody is listening.
Your voice just keeps dropping lower.
Even if we are talking to the void, somebody is listening. See what I did there? It was all planned.
I like it. Okay, so we're going to take a quick breath break, drink water. We'll be right back. This is the Dom Experience Podcast presented by R.A.R.E Media. I am Cinnamon Vixen.
And I'm Dominus now mad because now my body is telling me I need water.
Yeah, me too. We'll be right back.
Tell somebody to drink water. I ain't got no water.
Up to your home, make sure it's special, cause I ain't gonna lie to tell you it's been long. Ain't gotta worry, cause I always keep my plug on the low. Just let me get a couple G's of that sweet earth that you grow. Won't be unfaithful, cause I know you got that one of a kind. And you show love and let me get that 3 for 25. So what's the plan? Because I know that you don't wanna be seen. Let's make it easy, lemon squeezy, I just want my green. Already know what I'm doing on my downtime. Inspire magic, so I'm floating away. Cloud now, a little nimbus, fly me through the sunshine. If I would keep me grounded, flourishing a new state of mind. Already know what I'm doing on my downtime. Inspire magic, so I'm floating away to cloud nine. A little nimbus, fly me through the sunshine. If I would keep me grounded, flourishing new state of mind.
Puts me in sticky situations, roll that sticky, then blazes. Detached from all my frustrations. Stay high cause I am waiting. Cloud chasing, I ain't got no patience, so I roll them papers. So amazing how that flower keep me flourishing up out. Already know what I'm doing when I get home. Been a long day, so I spark up, yeah, take a J to the dome. If you need me, please don't, because I'm currently floating. Pushing man got me right, straight pressure, I'm taking flight.
Already know what I'm doing on my downtime. Inspire magic, so I'm floating away. Cloud now, a little nimbus, fly me through the sunshine. If I would keep me grounded, flourishing a new state of mind. Already know what I'm doing on my downtime. Inspire magic, so I'm floating away to cloud nine. A little nimbus, fly me through the sunshine. If I would keep me grounded, flourishing new state of mind.
Papers and another papers, then you light it up. Me take a puff, pass it to the right. That's how we get high.
First you inhale the tip to scare me, sure I'm taking my time. When you exhale, release, don't have to let it ease your mind. I want that sunshine, I know me because I ain't gon' get high. Keep bouncing on me, so I flush all of the bread up my eyes. Still be scary, but I tried it, now I know it's the truth. So many benefits, I'm smoking for eternal use. So listen to me, cause I promise I ain't telling a lie. But you won't know until you spark it up and give it a try.
Welcome back to
Welcome
the Dom
back, welcome
Experience podcast, presented by R.A.R.E Media.
What?
The look on your face.
What I look like? I can't see it.
You looked at me like,
Like, imagine if mirrors didn't exist. What would we be looking at?
I don't know, the lake.
No. Like, imagine if our reflection did not exist, period. All we would have is how people see us.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
But we wouldn't know how they see us. We'd only know how we see everybody else.
We would know how they describe us, and that's what we would believe about ourselves.
Yeah.
That's wild. But that's what people do anyway.
Yep.
That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for checking in with us, those who did in the comments. It's nice to see some fullness in body, mind, heart, and spirit throughout the community. Okay, so it's been like a month and a half since we've been here. No, didn't we take December off? We did.
We had like the beginning of December. We had like 1 or 2 shows in December because Shadra and Mel was in December.
That was in December? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we've been gone for a month.
We've been gone
and
for
a half.
a minute now. Back with the no. I'm showing my youth.
We're jumping back into the swing of things. What's been up? Where have we been? Because we were like, we come back in January and then we got busy.
Oh man, I've been slapping ass and taking names.
That is true. This is true.
And you are? I'm just playing.
I have been performing.
Jokes. I've been working on my comedy hour. But
I've been performing.
I've been performing too. Oh my God, I just had an amazing show at the Ace Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Can I talk about that now
Yes.
or later?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. So I just had this amazing show at the Ace Hotel called The Catalyst. We packed it out. That wasn't the goal, but that was definitely a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. The goal was to have a poetry show. We have all my favorite poets. There's so many of y'all. So luckily, there will be more thanks to this amazing show that we had this past Friday. Oh man, how can I explain it? We had live music.
Mm-hmm. There was live music. There was amazing poetry.
There's so many amazing poets. Shout out to everybody that was on that list that came out. Be on the lookout for the next one.
There was good food on the menu.
Oh my God, the food was amazing. The drinks were amazing.
Can I share one thing?
Go ahead.
So, like, yes, I know who I am in most times, right?
Most times.
But like Friday felt like me arriving as a grown-ass woman in other ways, because like I've been doing this for a while, but another set of my parents came to, to the Catalyst. So my dad and my other mother, and then my godfather and godmother showed up to the Catalyst, and it was an erotic and love-filled and heart-filled night. And so they got to see me operating in my full like cinnamonness and also mixingness. And it was the first time that I like didn't necessarily care what anybody would think. It was like, you're here at my job, pretty much. You chose to come here. We've talked about what I do and who I am in some extent. So you know what you're coming into. My godparents did not know because they came to surprise my dad. Or at least I thought they didn't know, but I found out that both my godfather and godmother had seen the documentary To Decadence with Love, Thanks for Everything on like Stars. Apparently my godmother was like watching it while my godfather was asleep next to her, and then like saw this dancer come across stage and then be like, Cinnamon Vixen. And she's like, is that my other name? And then she like woke him up and was like, oh, she's Cinnamon Vixen. And I was like, oh, y'all saw me shaking my titties and y'all were proud. So then I got to tell them about the other documentary.
Fam. They ran into you on Stars. Like, well, how could you not be proud of? Like, if you ain't ran into you was on like WWL TV for like being arrested.
I mean, yeah, but we know some people. Some people still feel some type of way about this life I live. But it's nice to be able to like finally break this like childhood pattern of like caring necessarily what like the parentals think and just being like, well, plus at this point in time, it's kind of too late. Like I am full-time performer, part-time dom, and community healer. It's like I couldn't go backwards if I even wanted to. My work and life.
You always go back to being like a teacher in
the internet is forever though.
System,
like we're
you
here.
never know where the universe bring you. I might could hire your own.
No, thank you.
You can work for me.
No, thank you. So
I need you the principal's on.
Point is, I've arrived at this space and I'm like rooting firmly in it. And it was nice to be able to do that at your show. And also for them to fully enjoy it and be fully ready to come back to the next one. Like my dad was asking me when the next one is. Yeah. He was trying to get one of the poets to be my next mother. I was like, sir, again, not again. I literally.
Bad. That dude chose bad.
If you wonder where I get my smooth, gregarious ways from, it's that man. But I digress. It was a really good show.
It was really good vibe. A lot of people said it was like what Word Connections was always going to become. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's what I've been working towards as a poet. Mm-hmm. Just as far as like setting the stage / just creating that vibe for poets to like be treated like artists and not just like the sideshow for every event. Yeah, there's an elevated space for the art form, and I very much appreciated finally having one of those spaces again, like return. Yeah. Yep. So this one's been producing amazing poetry shows. I have been on a burlesque festival tip for the month. I started the month headlining my first ever burlesque festival that I was ever in. As the fetish feature performer. So I got to close out the entire festival. That was beautiful. Some very fun acts. Oh my God, y'all gotta look at the videos. Yes, they're on my Instagram. And then last weekend, the weekend before last, was the Teaser Festival. Yep. Here in New Orleans. And I got to perform my Oshun act in the Locals Only showcase. It had people just like in pure awe. I'm so glad my voice traveled. Man, how could it not? It took up the space. It took up the entire space. And that is a big space. Yeah. But I'm always, again, you always with your people. I'm always in gratitude to my people for moments like that. But yeah, so we've been Burlesque Festival and I've been teaching sensual movement and then also teaching performance lab for folks who are trying to elevate their pieces. And yeah, full-time performer, part-time healer and dom. I got consistent clients. My books are closed, like to new consistent clients now. Yeah, that's fine. Because it's like all the goals that I set are like finally getting met this year. That's what's up. Yep. That's what's up. I'm proud of you. It's nice, thanks. I'm proud of you. Okay. What else? But we know that's all I got for January. I mean, we just had a nice little party this past weekend. Yes. We could just talk about how fun it was. Okay, so as we probably know, if you've been here last season, I'm on the production team for Kinky Salon NOLA. We had our first party back. The theme was Lust Desserts. Yes, and we're also the resident dungeon masters. And we had the biggest dungeon space we've had yet. Oh my God. It was a great night. We had a spanking bitch. We had a cross. We had a prayer pew. Yeah. With some restraints. With some restraints attached to it. And then we had a bunch of other spaces for people to lean and play on. We had an electro play chair section. That got used a lot. There's a cage coming to one of the future ones. There's a cage coming in the future. But it was a really good night. It was a good night. A lot of people came, stopped by. We had like mini scenes with a lot of cool people. They got to experience some stuff. Felt great. It felt great just getting that love and gratitude from that moment. That's the reason why my body also feels fatigue, as I said earlier, because it was a lot of stuff happening. It's why I slept
most of the day on Monday and Tuesday.
And I think this person would be okay with me saying this. Yeah, Rach. That's all I got to say.
I'm going to talk about my fun moment when we get to our next segment. Do we need to take a break or can we keep going?
How much time we got, producers?
We'll keep going. Do we take a break?
About 3 minutes.
Okay.
About 3
We
minutes.
can start off and then give you more time to think. Okay. But as we know, the Dom Experience podcast is all about exploring kink, BDSM, sexuality, spirituality, and all the spaces in between that spectrum, right? And so as we go into this new year, my question for you and my question for you and me and y'all producers is,
and y'all that's gonna see this later on in life that's not watching it live,
you know, what is on your 2023 fuck it list? And now I know you might hear fuck it list and think that I'm just talking about sex. I am not. On your pleasure spectrum, on all the things you're looking forward to, sensual goodness, what's on the list? You got one for me, babe?
I just thought of one.
Go ahead, give me. We'll bounce back and forth.
So this one is twofold, right? I want us to do that plane in Las Vegas thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
There's a plane that you can rent, like a private plane that has a bed.
Yeah, I want us to do that.
Date stuff.
But more so, I want somebody to pay for me to dom them in that plane.
Oh, so these are two separate.
These are two separate.
Okay.
One, I want us to do it and have the romantic version of that.
Okay.
And the other one, I want somebody to pay for me to smack their ass and whatever other things inside that plane.
Hey.
Like, I would love to have a session in the air.
Nice. I think that's like the only way I'd want to actually join the Mile High Club.
Yeah.
Officially. Like, I want space.
Yeah.
The Mile High Club doesn't interest me because there's not enough
I've
space.
already joined it, but
I'm talking
this would be a
about
whole other.
me.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I know. But I was trying to tell my fantasy you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, so that's one. So I'm going to start with that, and that's all I got right now.
Okay.
You go ahead and I'll come back later.
I would like to more deeply explore my sadistic side.
Okay.
So we gotta switch titties. So on Sunday at the Lust Desserts party, I had someone who's like large in stature, asked for impact and sensation play, but mostly impact, and was essentially gave me some really clear hand signals as far as like whether or not to keep going or to stop, or all of our negotiations and things. But the goal was kind of for me to ramp it up as much as I saw fit, and to give as much impact as I could, and it was nice. Like, I've not gotten to explore the range of my power and impact in that way, because often folks have lower pain thresholds, or are worried about getting marks. And I realized that I don't want what interests me in sadism is not necessarily a pain reaction, like the stereotypical screaming in pain, ouch, this hurts, marks, welts, etc. What was so intriguing and enjoyable about this experience was this person received this pain, received this impact, and just breathed into it and absorbed it and let it flow into their body in ways that was just yes, this is great. Yes, it's not about inflicting pain. It's about giving a certain level of giving as much energy as possible to this person to accept and to hold.
Yeah.
You know?
It was amazing to witness, I ain't gonna lie.
Right. And so I want more experience, more opportunities to explore that level of sadism. I also want heavier floggers. I need a mop flogger to actually be able to give more impact. I want to see if I can reach a limit for myself.
Were you able, I didn't see this part, but were you able to use the new flogger on that person? Did they want that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily, we got a new flogger that's made out of Ethernet cords.
Should have brought it. I'm gonna bring it
Shout
next
out
week.
to Sim. But it looks really sadistic, and there's like the Ethernet input portions on the end of it, and so it's like sharp and stingy. I got to use it too, but not on this person. They weren't interested in that, and I wasn't really interested in wielding it at that time. And it's a different type of sensation. Most of everything that happened was like thuds and like really about like impact and letting that spread and like how much force versus like the Ethernet cords are like little bits of force, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, it was nice to really like just give what I could. I did have to hold back some because we're still working a dungeon for other folks. But it was nice.
Yeah, it was.
It was really nice.
It was. I'm gonna talk about it off camera about what this reminded me of.
Okay. What you got any other items on your bucket list?
I do, but I was so busy listening to you, I didn't think about it. So I'll probably come back after. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a breath and just come back with something fresh. If
you have any items that you want to share with us off of your 2023 bucket list, go ahead and, I mean, if you're brave, slide them in the comments. If you're a little bit more shy, slide them in our DMs. I think Dominus can make a question in our poll too for folks to answer in the stories.
Yeah, it's been seeming like the theme of the year. Everybody's been talking about the bucket list, so you know.
Yeah. So let's do it. We will be right back.
See what everybody's thinking about.
Drink some water for us. This is the Dom Experience Podcast. We'll be right back.
Right back.
Welcome back to the Dom Experience Podcast, presented by R.A.R.E Media. We are talking about bucket lists.
Y'all.
For 2023.
Yes.
We will continue this conversation. Oh, you want me to go and chat next? We'll continue this conversation on our IG, but I am like, my bucket list involves like more sides of my dom space that I want to explore, and discipline is one that I think I've been itching to explore, that I just have not gotten to. And so I really want to develop more ritual spaces in my BDSM, more like protocols and discipline. Like I really want to be in that like power position of like rules and roles and instructions and like guiding. I want to grab somebody's face and like whisper in their ear shit that I want them to do, or tell them how they're a good girl or a good person, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't gotten to flex that muscle.
That's a nice muscle to flex.
It is a nice muscle to flex.
Oh, you just be real like, come for me. And then they be like, yeah.
Did they hear you?
No, they didn't hear me. That was for you to hear. That was for you to hear, fool.
Truth. They might
have heard it.
The way we speak low and the way these mics are sensitive for us, they might. But yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And recently I got to like be a fussy dom. Like, you know me, I fuss.
Yes.
But like in a very like, in the ways that I like to fendom, like that I would like to fendom, like that type of fuss that I do. It was so nice. It was nice. And I like finished fussing and I was like, am I dripping? I think I'm dripping. This is nice. It was very pleasurable. I was like, this is nice. So I want to explore, like, I think those spaces, like that sadistic space, that discipline space, like, is going to allow more pleasure to flow into my dom spaces that we've talked about me closing off before. Because everything else up until this point has been like a lot more top space, a lot more caregiving space, a lot more like facilitation of other people's pleasure. And I think embracing my sadistic space in that and embracing discipline and like that fussy fendom space allows like a mutual pleasure space to happen.
Yeah.
Where it's a little more impossible for me to like block off my wants and needs and desires because it's a part of that. Like it's a fluid conversation between my wants and the bottoms. What about you?
So I recently attended this I guess you could say it was I was part of a ritual circle that kind of talked about, you know, kinks and like what you like might feel vulnerable about and how would you want to create a scene around that through kink. In that space I couldn't think about like what I felt vulnerable about anymore because I've worked through those things. So that question didn't really feel relevant to me in this present journey in my life. So I responded saying the only thing that I guess the only time I'm vulnerable is when I'm with someone new. Because I'm so comfortable in any other space. And so as someone who, I guess, dungeon master and sometimes being the one that kind of intro people into like the kink world, I think this time around in life, that's kind of still where I'm at. Not fully. I still want things for myself, I guess, but I never really know what I want until like something pops up in my head in that moment, and then I'm like, oh, I want to do that, and then if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But so I guess you can say, long story short, I would love to continue to help check off things on other people's fucking lists and being like, I guess, a safe guide in that space. Because I do enjoy creating experiences for people. And I think I want to create more experiences for people in that world. this year. So that's one thing. I do want to have an outdoor scene at Hedonism 2 this year. I don't know what that looks like right now, but I do want to have an outdoor scene at Hedonism 2. I know I want to have that. What else? I guess I don't know. That's like my minds keep wanting to say I want some type of, I don't know, head, but I don't know what that means right now.
You were like, I'm going to list off 3 back to back.
Yeah, I just was going off of what was in my head before I lost it.
That's good. I realized while you were talking that my next one is actually probably possible this year. Which is like, we've been talking about this for a while. I would like to be surrounded by loving touch.
Oh yeah.
Right? And I think you just realized when and how this could happen too. Like, I just want to be surrounded by loving touch. It does not have to be loving penetrative touch, but it could be. But like hands, probably lips, like body, just touch. I might want to be blindfolded while this is happening too. I think it depends. But I want to be surrounded by loving touch. And that might be able to happen during camp.
Maybe.
Like, I think of the things that we know of, because obviously there's a bunch of stuff that we don't know of. Anyway, I want to be surrounded by loving touch.
I like that.
And at some point this year, I am finally going to meet my lover. And that's going to be nice. That's exciting. That's on my bucket list.
What else I got? I don't know. I think that's it for now.
Yeah. I think that's a good space to like.
Yeah. I guess that leaves me open to a lot of opportunities if like other people want me to be the one to help them. Blah, blah, blah.
If you're looking for some facilitation of your exploration, your experiences, Dominus has said that's one of his wheelhouses. That's one of the things that also brings him pleasure.
It does bring me a lot of joy.
So
I get turned on by just planning things.
Yep. So let us know. But I'm really interested in like community responses to this question. We see each other all the time, even though we have just shared our bucket list with each other for the first time, and now we're sharing it with you. But I want to know what's on y'all's bucket list too. So like, please slide in the comments, slide in our DMs, slide over on the Patreon and let us know. We'll talk about it in a second. What you got, babe? Because you rocking.
Because I just didn't want to lose it.
Go ahead.
I want to share a Keek. Like our Keek acts and bring other artists along with us on this Keek path and journey with us on stages across the globe.
Yes. Definitely.
And like spread positivity and love and peace and happiness.
Definitely.
And not
Definitely. I'm smiling because we just got water.
How did that happen? Y'all Uber Eats water? Oh, for real though, where the water come from? Like nobody left.
The bags arrived to get the water.
We can't. Wait, we can't. They ain't pay us for this.
They can't see that from that far away. Anyway, sorry. I like being hydrated.
Yes.
If I'm going to be exploring all of these things, I do need to be hydrated so I can stay juicy, guys. Stay juicy.
Yes. I was recently told the key to life is to drink water.
I mean, yeah.
I say recently told because we should be often reminded to drink water.
Yep. But as Dominus was saying, we do want to share this love, these kink experiences with the world. And there are some ways that we're about to talk about very briefly that
Like,
we will do that, but our
Spirit tells
schedules
me
are
we're
open.
going to have an HBO special. I don't know why it's telling me that.
Okay. I'm going to catch up with that thought. But let us know what your bucket list is. We'll have some portals available for you to share those things with us. But now, babe, what's coming up? I mean, I can do that because I'm the one with a lot of the planner in front of me. But we got some good stuff coming up this year.
Yes, we do.
And
we
we've
about to talk about that right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we've posted about some of these things on our social medias. But we'll be here weekly as much as humanly possible with the schedule this year.
Yes.
We'll be here on Wednesdays. We have some guests coming through starting next week. There's only one day this month that we're not here, and that's because parades. It's Mardi Gras season.
Yeah. And that's our wedding week anyway.
No, it's not. It's the week before. We have an anniversary episode on our anniversary week. Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm. That's why I got the plans. So
now listen to me.
We'll be here every week that we possibly can, giving you some good episodes, some new guests, some amazing things around kink, sex, sexuality, spirituality, you know, the usual. We have our quarterly experience, which the next one is on Saturday. It's is sold out, but we will tell you in a second how you can join us even if you did not get a ticket. So that'll be quarterly. And then in the in-between spaces, we will be doing some smaller events, some more intimate events, and some member-only events as well, which is going to be good. Should I tell them about the membership portal now?
We can tell them in the church announcements.
Okay, fine. We will also be traveling. So if you're in Detroit,
we will be there.
We'll
February
be there
11th.
On the 11th. If you're in Jacksonville, we'll be there on the 19th. If you are in Atlanta, we'll be there in September 7th through 9th for Sex Down South. If you're going to Hito in June, we'll see you there.
What about camp?
Camp. We are going to be working and playing and in pleasure at Funko Camp.
Yes.
Which is a collaboration between Experience Covet and the Fun Sexual.
Yes, and if you want to come camp.
Yes.
Today only, they're taking $100
deposit. So you can pay it all off if you're balling, or you can do a quick payment plan. $100 deposit gets you right in the door, and you have until April to pay it off.
I think April,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The weekend of May 19th is when we will be at camp.
We'll be in Kent, Connecticut?
We'll be in Kent, Connecticut at this huge campsite. There's jet skiing, there's archery, there's zip lines, there's campfires, there's
hiking.
There's
water.
And it's like, it's an adult summer camp situation.
And all of this is included.
It's all included. It's an all-inclusive situation. Food is there. Fun is there. Drinks are there as much as you want to. It is also a 420 friendly camp experience. And so if you are someone who just like really enjoys the outdoors and wants to do like an adult version of summer camp, it is there. And then there are also some additional grown and sexy perks as well.
Yeah, I want to do an outdoor scene there too.
Right. I was wondering. John will be a camp counselor. I will be teaching sensual movement as one of the additional sensual classes. We have some other guests that are going to be teaching some tantra things. We have some sexual position classes. We have ability if you want to get kinky and bring your impact play things to scene. So there will be
we'll probably bring it back.
Adult fun and adult fun. Like if you just like the outdoors, there's stuff for you. If you want to play, there's stuff for that. But Exco and Fun Sexual are all about consent and just doing things that bring you pleasure and joy. So none of that is mandatory, but all of it is available. And so if you're interested in camp, let us know. We'll send you the information. We'll be there.
We'll definitely be there.
It's going to be a great time.
Oh my God.
Where else we going that we know of so far?
Shoot.
We'll be in Atlanta more than just September. I think we'll be there in May as well.
Yeah, we'll probably be back in May as well.
At some point, we'll be in Milwaukee.
Yeah, we coming to Milwaukee soon.
We'll be in Miami.
Talks about Milwaukee. We'll be in Miami, probably the Bahamas.
And God willing, and the Creek Don't Rise will also be doing something at Naughty in New Orleans this year.
Yes, we're working on that.
So
I'm trying to get a group of people to come to an outdoor nude poetry show at Hippie Hollow. I think I want to do that. A Kiki nude poetry show.
Yep.
At Hippie Hollow.
So
/ camping.
So the Dom Experience is traveling and touring this year.
Yeah.
If you want us in your city, let us know. We'll figure out how to make that happen.
Slide in the DMs.
But yeah, and then in New Orleans, like I said before, we have more things that we're doing this year.
Like a pool party collaboration with R.A.R.E Media.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there now.
But also, the Dom Experience is expanding the number of things that we do at home. We've been doing the experience and introducing people to kink in that way, but now we want to continue to build a community. So it's not just like you come to a show and you see some things and then you go home and you don't have the opportunity to do anything with that. And so we have created a membership portal over on Patreon. The main reason being to build community, right? So we don't want to post all of these intimate things all over the interwebs to like the thousands. Especially because not everybody lives in New Orleans
or understand what we're doing,
or understands what we're doing. Vetting is important, consent is important, but also we live in a world of fosta sesta and social media and censorship where we have already lost one Instagram page and we already have 2 strikes on the current one. We have a backup one set up,
and I got a backup for the backup that's just sitting there waiting.
Right. But the point is, we still want to be able to get in contact with our people, even if social media swipes us down. And the thing that I love about Patreon is you sign up and then you don't even have to go into the portal. You get emails every time we make a post. And so it's a newsletter of sorts to keep you informed of what's going on. But then it also allows you access to the things. So on Saturday, probably by the time the experience starts, the tickets for the next experience will be loaded up for early access, and the first people who get early access to those tickets are going to be members, right? We are going to be starting to do some munches, which a munch is an opportunity for like-minded individuals to get together in a vanilla space. So similar to camp, is not expectation that you're going to play. We might meet up at a cafe or at a lounge, and you get the opportunity to meet some folks, get to know some folks before we go into like party land or go exploring in a dungeon, and you get to meet some like-minded friends. So we'll be having munches, and at some point this year we are going to have our first party. It will be an intimate affair. It will be a fun time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna wanna,
I guess I'll be dungeon master.
Have been there. One of them at least. We're figuring out some of the logistics, but our members are going to have first access to those things. When we're planning this outdoor munch and scene and all of these other larger events, members are going to be the ones that get first dibs. Now, the Patreon is $5.
Yes.
That's pretty much the lowest cost we could put on it. And feels very much worth it for all of the things that you'll be getting from us this year.
Please join. Please join.
Yeah.
Please join.
We will be posting like all of the replays and the live streams, the YouTube links.
$5.
It's in there. So already our patrons have had.
I promise you ain't gonna see it.
Our patrons have already had first access to getting the YouTube link, and that is
Please
where
join.
you go keep.
I really want them to join us.
I want them to join too, but they're gonna do what they want.
I'm saying please though. People usually respond to please. Look how cute I am saying please. I can't see myself, but I feel like I look cute.
I want people who want to be there. I'm not gonna keep asking. So
I'm just being.
I know.
Not being me.
I'm not being me.
I'm being honey on a biscuit.
Go ahead. I'm the biscuit.
Exactly. So chill out and let me be honey. I'm done. They heard me. They get the point now.
So it's patreon.com/the Dom Experience. We also have soft launched our website. I'm still working on a few links for it, but www.thedomexperience.com is where you can find all of the things. It has our Instagram attached to it. It has our Twitter attached to it. It has the YouTube playlist of all our past episodes. It has the Patreon. Eventually, it'll have a contact form for you to reach us.
Do they have the links to our OnlyFans?
Not yet.
Okay.
But yeah, hop on over there. Let us know what you think. Hop on the Patreon. And that's a space where we answer more questions. We get more things done. It's good.
It's great.
Yep. So we got the Patreon. We got some good stuff happening this year.
Whew, what year it's going to be, y'all?
Now I think it's time for church announcements.
Now it's time for church announcements. Should we take a break? Can I breathe?
Sure. Take a breath. Get some water. This is Dom Experience Podcast, presented by R.A.R.E Media. We'll be right back.
Right back.
Dom Experience Podcast, presented by R.A.R.E Media. I just really like saying it. Now, if all of those things that are upcoming was too much for you to handle at one point in time, go ahead and join the Patreon, because that's where we'll be updating the full spectrum of events. You can also catch some of them as they're happening on the Instagram as well. But this week, it is time for church announcements. We only got a few things, so ain't nothing tomorrow.
They big though.
They are big. We ain't got nothing on our agenda on Friday because we're preparing for Saturday. Now, Saturday was originally just going to be the experience, but like I said, we're ramping up events for us this year. And so we have a full
experience weekend.
A full experience weekend on Saturday, pretty much. From 7 to 9, we will be at the Always Lounge in the front on St. Claude for what we're calling the warm-up. And if you did not get your ticket, sorry, we're sold out. But we'll all be together, whoever wants to show up to the warm-up ahead of time.
Yeah, anybody.
It'll still be a central good foreplay bit of time. So suggested donation is $5. Members get in free because you already gave us your donation. And there will be massage offered. I will have some aphrodisiac elixirs to go with your drinks or in lieu of your drinks. We will have Nova on the pole There will be some good sensual music. And then we have our community partners, the movement, that will be there for testing, for any toys and tools you might need to have safer, sensual, sexual experiences.
I might do some erotic poetry.
Now, I might get on the mic and get you some erotic poetry.
See how I'm feeling.
I might decide, I'll be there moving my body. So whether or not the clothes stay on while I'm moving my body is, up to me. So come head over to the warm up. It'll be there from 7 to 9. If you plan
you don't
on,
even have to come the whole time. Just kind of pop in, pop out, go to the parade, come chill.
Yeah. So especially if you're going to be in the area for the parade, come get a drink over at the Always Lounge, come dance with us, come throw some money at Nova on the pole, and then head back into your festivities or get ready for the experience.
Yeah, because if you come into the experience, you just consider this the pregame.
This is the pregame. And so the experience doors open at
10:30.
Doors open at 10:30?
Well, doors open at 10.
Yeah.
Doors open at 10.
And from the moment you walk in, we are in an experience. So you do not want to be late. You want to show up on time and or early. But the journey takes off at 10:30. So we will warm you up for your entrance into the experience, and then we will give our negotiations and go. And it's going to be an amazing night.
Ooh, I can't wait for y'all to see it.
I will be drippy.
Those of you that are coming at this.
I will be drippy. There will be some tying. That's all I can tell you.
A lot of stuff.
And if you want some chances to try some impact, you know where to come.
Yep. If you won't mind letting us spank your behind.
And then we have an unofficial after party offering from our darkroom folks who are taking over the GOAT for BDSM night. So if you come to the experience, you get into the after party for like $5 instead of $15, which is the original cost. Yeah.
Nice.
So we've been told to spread the news after the experience. If you are looking for something to do with yourself, with your hands, with your body, and you want to like see BDSM even in more action, you can continue the night over down the street at the GOAT and see some things, maybe try some things.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's Saturday.
Cool. And that's a good place to ride that high. You
got a full like 7 until experience. Yeah. So we'll see you over at the Always, and then probably over at the GOAT as well. And then Sunday,
I'll be working sound at Opulence over at the Main Zone from 8 to 10. You won't really see me, but everything you hear will be a direct reflection of what I'm doing. Kind of guy like.
If you can convince the audience to give an offering, then he'll come out and do a poem.
Yeah, I'll come do a poem for $50. $50.
Which wouldn't be the first time he's gotten that. So
I got paid $20 just to take my hoodie off.
Yep. So Saturday, a kink-filled night. Sunday, a little more chill at Opulence hour. And then we go into another week. We got something on Monday. Tuesday, I have Sensual Movement. I don't think we have anything on Monday. Oh, Smoke Show. I will be performing over at the Always for Smoke Show at I think around 7.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there.
And then Sensual Movement is from 6 to 7:30 every Tuesday. Good way to drop into your body and find all of those things that feel sensual and good for you.
Y'all come help me throw money on Cinnamon Monday.
And then we'll be back on Wednesday with a new guest, who you'll get to meet on Saturday if you act right.
Ooh, if you act right, you heard that, right? Make sure I'll have the link up today for the cookout, our wedding edition. We want to make sure we are selling those tickets.
Yeah, we are getting married, y'all. Yes, I'm a fiance. There's a ring. So we're celebrating with a wedding edition of the cookout on Sunday the 26th. Raheem Glaspie will be singing. There will be some amazing performances. I will be taking it all off to some good music. John will be doing some poems. We'll be over at Cafe Istanbul from 5 to 8. So tickets are already available. The link is in my bio.
Yeah, man, y'all help us celebrate. I want everybody to come.
I really do. If you love us and our union, come celebrate with us at the cookout. Come contribute to the honeymoon fund,
please. Please.
And yeah, outside of that, we hope you have an amazing night. think about what's on your bucket list. Even if you don't share it with us, share it on a piece of paper, write it down so it can become real.
I want a happy ending from an Asian massage. That was a joke. It was a joke. You were supposed to laugh.
Have an amazing night. Write it down, make it real, so that that pleasure can come into your life and that you can come more. This has been the Dom Experience Podcast.
Brought to you by R.A.R.E.
I'm Cinnamon.
I'm tired.
Have a good night. We will see you Saturday.
If you bought tickets.
Or at the warm-up. See you Saturday.
You right.
Have a good one.
No doubt whether we're the pros or